Hey everyone, Cassie Ghosting here, Hope Dealers Hangout, Monday, June 10th. And tonight we have a super special guest, Emerald Ambassador, Kari Hafeli. And I love saying that. It is so fun to see all my sideline sisters ranking up, makes me emotional. I'm incredibly, just so honored to be a part of the team that we're a part of and the mutual support we have. And so Kari is playing into the One Plexus hashtag tonight and joining our team because I feel like she has some valuable tips and tricks for us. Now, I'll give you a tiny smidgen little bit of background. Kari was, her and I ranked up for Ruby around the same time. And then both of us struggled to maintain our Ruby points, which is just something that happens sometimes. And Kari actually fell way back in points and was just in this crazy spot this winter. And then I know because I'm in on the secrets, she got to go to a Ruby retreat in February, which I didn't get to go with too because I was having Lucy that weekend. But there is a lot of talk you'll hear in Plexus about mindset shift. And when you get a mindset shift, it's amazing what can happen. And I bet Kari will talk to that maybe a little bit tonight, but she had a huge mindset shift happen through that retreat. And then launching into March, she signed up, Kari, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but 21 ambassadors in March. 21 level ones in 1 month. So she basically went gold again on her own personal leg, which is amazing. I always tell people if I had known that Fast Start Gold existed, I would have totally gone for it, but I never knew that it existed. So I've always in the back of my head said I'd love to sign up 20 people in a month and just say, I did it. I can do that. But I know it's a lot of hard work, and I know it's a lot of putting in the hours and taking care of people. But Kari has led her team from the end of February until now, which is June, to become an Emerald team. And they are just fast tracking their way up the ranks. She double ranked in April. She went Senior Ruby, and 2 weeks later went Emerald, which is just pretty freaking amazing. And I'm impressed. So I'm actually excited to hear as well what she has to share with us tonight about how she did it, how she added 21 ambassadors in 1 month. And why that's important for a lot of us is because there are 7 people on this team that are aiming to be gold by the end of July. And we all know that 20 ambassadors on your team makes you a gold ambassador. And so I thought, what a more perfect person to come on and share with us what it's like to go gold, even though she was already gold, already senior gold, already Ruby. What it's like to really do that in a short amount of time and to say, you know what, I'm committed to this process. I'm going for this gold goal and see what she has to say. I'm excited. Kari's amazing. So I'm going to let her take it away. And Kari, you can take as long as you want. I'm going to mute myself because I have children that are supposed to be quietly reading on their beds.
Okay, as Cassie, thank you for the sweet introduction. I truly cannot believe that's even my story that she just described. I'm not used to it yet. It has not sunk in yet. But as she was starting to talk and saying that there's going to be 7 golds, I'm starting to fidget. I want to talk to you. Keep going. It's going to happen. What a fun place to be. You guys are in such a fun spot because it really is, like we talked about a minute ago, if you can hit gold, that means that you have overcome a lot of the struggles that will just, it's kind of like the struggles that come with the business. Whether if you're silver or you're gold or whatever, right? Even when you're diamond, there's still the same struggles, people detoxing, and you have to answer these emails that you don't want to answer or voice texts that you don't want to answer. Those things are just common. But if you've gotten to gold, it means that, okay, you've dealt with some of that and you've risen above it. It hasn't defeated you. So awesome job. Oh my word. I'm so excited for you guys. Okay. It's funny, Cassie, that you mentioned mindset because it's the very first thing on my list that I wanted to talk to you guys about because it truly is everything. it's everything. And it can feel like sometimes, well, I should say, I know I felt like sometimes like, okay, mindset. I'm going to be really positive. Like, I'm going to be like super, like no negative, like no, nothing. I'm going to be super positive. That's awesome. That's the way we need to be, but it's even more than that. It's truly stepping into your role as a Plexus ambassador and letting it be a part of your life, like openly, not like, I wonder if they heard that I'm in network marketing. Yeah, I'm in network marketing on Facebook, but it's kind of really hard for me in person. And it's really just like accepting it and being bold and confident that this is just part of my life and I'm proud of it. Like, just like the other parts. I mean, let's see, the girls that are on here, do you guys have other jobs? Do you work outside the home? Okay. Yes and no. Okay. So Ambria, just like, did I say your name right?
Yep. I work full time. I work 40 hours.
Okay. Okay. So just like that is like part of your life. If somebody said, you know, like, what do you do? You'd say, okay, I work here and this is what I do. Same thing, you know, because that's the truth. That's you can say that confidently because I know I go there and I work there 40 hours a week. It's the same thing with Plexus. This is what I do. And when I see a need, I can speak up and I have boldness because I'm confident in what I do. Okay. So really a mindset shift, just be open to it. That's the biggest thing, is to be open to it. Stay coachable. So your leaders, what they're pouring into, you guys know we have a rock solid team above us. Like, our diamonds are like solid, so you can trust them. So if there's ever something in you that says, I don't like the way she did that, or I don't like the way she talked to me, like, check that and believe them because they got your back. Okay. That is something you don't ever have to doubt. So be super open to a mindset shift. And if you are, it will come. Okay. So stay super open. So, okay. Do you guys know my story? I was going to recap it. Cassie did a pretty good job, but basically I'll just say a really short thing. I started Plexus for anxiety, didn't want to do the business, told my friend, no, I'm not going to do the business, was talking about Plexus nonchalantly at the hair salon. And my hairstylist signed up underneath me. I didn't know how to do it. My sponsor told her how to do it. And the next thing I knew, she went silver. I didn't even know what silver was. And I was like, no, like what's even happening right now? How do I have a paycheck? And then something happened. My friend, my sponsor, said to me, Kari, I think that you can do this. I think you would do really well at this. You have the personality for it. And whether she believed that or not, I'm sure she probably did. But what she did was she built up belief in me, and she painted a vision. And I was at that time a stay-at-home mom to 3 boys. And the work that I did every single day was super important. I know that. But there weren't people that were saying to me, oh, good job. You're really doing this well. I bet those are going to turn out to be really great adults someday. Like, nobody was saying that. They didn't see the work. And so she built me up and poured belief into me. And that's all it took for me to be like, I wonder if I could. So don't ever undervalue your words to somebody. They may not jump that second, but your words matter for sure. So I took off with the business, and 2.5 years into it, ranked Ruby, and worked really hard all last summer on purpose, took off the month of August. I hate that I did that, but I lived through it because the fact that I took off the month of August, like I did it on purpose to like refresh. By December, I had senior gold points that stayed that way in January and February. And then you guys know the rest. The iPad incentive came and it was amazing. And then April came and senior ruby and emerald. So amazing. Like I'm so grateful. I'm so humbled by it, because really it's like, it's my team that is so awesome, and I get to be their face, and I'm like, you guys, you make me look so good. It's you guys, it's them. But I get the perks that come with Emerald. So okay, so I'm just gonna tell you like my top tips. Is that okay, Cassie? Okay. So I didn't want to like repeat everything that I said on my call with Genevieve, just in case you guys saw that. So these are some different, probably some overlapping tips. Okay. Number two, I guess. Number one was be open to mindset. Number two is build up your leaders. Give them opportunities to lead. So I have a leaders chat. In my leaders chat, those are the people that are working and are coachable. They have to be both. Okay, so I have some people that are super coachable, but only work every now and then. They're not in that chat. And then I have some people that work but are not coachable. They're not allowed in that chat because I need positive people. Okay, so that's who's in my leaders chat. And in my leaders chat, so some of them know each other. Some of us went to college together, but most of them don't know each other like from real life. They know each other through Plexus. And so every month I partner them up like randomly. So like Jamie and Jenny will go together, and then they are each other's. It's not really like an accountability thing, but it's more like each other's cheerleader. So I ask them to know each other's points. I ask them to know each other's goals, hold each other accountable for that kind of thing, and really just get to know each other. And then the next month we switch people. And the point of that is to make them more connected. And it makes our culture deeper, more fun, so that we're like a group of friends who are working together than a group of workers who kind of are friends through a chat. So it just changes the dynamic. Okay, so they're getting connected in a different way than through me, because a lot of them are my level ones. So I do that, and then they have each of my leaders. This is something that we've done over the last couple, I guess, few months. They have their own chats. So that was something new that we did because I wanted to give them an opportunity to lead and have their voice. And so they started their own team chat, because I have one Ruby, a couple senior golds and several super silvers like that. So their teams are not gigantic, so they can have a team chat and it not be too overwhelming. So they have their team chat, and that's their place to lead and to give announcements, to give encouragement, to, we do videos a lot, like with our phones. Instead of we leave a lot of voice texts, but you gotta go that way. We do videos a lot too, because if we can't be together, we can at least see each other's faces. So that's something that they have done, and they've really thrived in it. I've seen a couple of my leaders really step into this new, like their leadership lid has been lifted, because they have an opportunity to show off a skill that otherwise they didn't have. And whatever is inside you right now, I'll get to this in a minute, but it just came up. Your strengths are good enough. Just like I said in that call with Genevieve, just know that. Please know that. Don't doubt that. Whatever you're bringing to the table right now is good enough for this business. It is, okay? And that includes leading your team, because we all have areas that need to be stepped up with leadership. Unless we're serving completely well and have our thumb on everything, then we can step it up, right? So we're all in that boat. We can all improve, but run with what you have right now. Okay. This is maybe something you guys do, but it's how I run my business to save my sanity. Printing your detailed genealogy. I cannot do it on the laptop, because then you're scrolling and then you're forgetting this name up here and then you're going sideways and ugh. So if you're not already doing this, I really encourage you to print your detailed genealogy. Your eyes will be open to so many different things that you won't see on the laptop. So-and-so changed their subscription. Oh, and if you're putting it at the beginning of the month and then again toward the end of the month, you'll see some differences. They changed their subscription. They did this. They only have this amount of PV. What's going on? Oh, and I highlight it up, especially in the month for rank up. I know what every single person is doing. So the month that I went Emerald, I knew every single person in my back office. Did they say yes, no, maybe? Do they have a qualifying subscription? Do they have a subscription that's not qualifying? They all got different colors. And I knew everything about every person on that team and what was happening. And it was not because I reached out to all of them. I had my leaders reach out to all of them, and then they kind of did me a favor and reported back to me so that I could continue highlighting. So the goal at the end of the month is to have the whole thing, you know, one color, which is a subscription that qualifies. Okay. So if you're staying right on top of that, you're going to know your team and you're not going to have to guess at what you should work on for your next rank, because it's going to be right there. Oh, okay. Melissa doesn't have her subscription on. I'm going to call Melissa right now or message Melissa right now. You know, it gives you a way to work that you can't do if you're not printing out your detailed genealogy. So that's my tip for rank up months, every month, but especially rank up months. Okay. The next thing is to get, if you're not excited, you've got to get excited because this is exciting and people are watching you. People that are skeptical about network marketing, your critics that are maybe your family, they're watching you and you are about to do something big. And that is to hit the next rank in this company. And that's big, you guys. And you have to show it off like it's big because people are drawn to success. Okay? They're drawn to success and you're having it. So you can show it off. You really should show them what is possible. Okay? So if you are excited, if you just got somebody's subscription on that had it off, post about your excitement. Oh my gosh, 4 more people until I hit gold. I'm so pumped. And you're taking a cute picture and you're looking happy and you're not going to do this and take a selfie like this because there's no this on the month that you're hitting gold. It's all this. So every picture is going to be excited. Now, this may be a little bit of my personality coming out. Maybe it's not your personality coming out, but we know that people are drawn to happy. So you want to present yourself like you're happy because you are. You have so much to be excited about, and other people want to be excited too. So it really is part of branding yourself is to be excited and show your excitement, okay? So that leads me to another thing. If you don't already, get a filter. Get a filter. It was the best $4 I ever spent. So if you don't know, if you're just brand new to this idea, I'll just give you a real quick recap. I have the app Lightroom. I think Cassie, you might use a different one, but I use Lightroom, and then on Etsy you can get Lightroom filters, and mine was like $4. It was called California, but you can pick the one that's good for you. But it's not hard to do. It makes it super easy, and your pictures stand out among everybody else's. So I snap a picture, put it in Lightroom, hit the preset button, save it to my phone, and I'm good. So the whole process is a minute, literally. Hey, Brody, can you go upstairs? Now he's at my feet. Okay, so let's see. Okay, this is kind of out of order, but I remember I wrote down the note later. Okay. This is totally a different subject after get excited. I should have put this first, but I'm going to say it anyway. Okay. Have you guys had hurt feelings in this business? Ever? Yes.
No, my team is perfect. No one has ever had hurt feelings.
You are so lucky. You are so lucky.
JK.
Okay, hurt feelings. Oh, you guys, I have to tell you, okay, my feelings were hurt like 3 days ago. And I was reminded of this lesson again. That's why I wrote it down, because everybody needs this reminder. Don't take things personally. Even when people reject the products, when you see their need for it, even when they reject the business and possibly make fun of it to you or poke fun at you, don't take it personally. Even when you have a chat with friends who are your Plexus partners and they go quiet on you, which is what happened to me, don't take it personally. It's not personal. They're not rejecting you. They're not. They don't either, one, see their need for it yet. They don't see their need for the products. They don't necessarily believe in network marketing. They are scared of change and what you're doing feels like change to them, you might be growing as a person. No doubt you are. And people are kind of scared of that if they've known you for a while. So they'll probably come around and it'll be okay, but don't take it personally. Just for an example, my friend she's been my college friend. Well, it's been several years now, but she wasn't answering me in my leaders chat. And one of my rules in my leaders chat is nobody's quiet. You're not allowed to be quiet in there because it's got to be fun. It's got to be fun. So nobody goes quiet. And she wasn't answering and she wasn't answering. And we were all kind of talking about the same thing. And I'm thinking, this is so weird. Like, why isn't she talking to me? Like, we always have so much fun. Like, she's my good friend. Okay. Come to find out, she's going through like a hard thing with her family. It's normal. Why would she want to talk to me about right now? She's got other more important things to do. So it had nothing to do with me, but I had built this whole scenario in my mind of like, oh my gosh, like what, is she taking a break? Like what's going on? Is she afraid to tell me the truth? Like, blah, blah, blah. No, Kari, dial it in. Relax. It has nothing to do with you. And it usually doesn't. So don't take things personally. Okay. If something comes and it feels like, that's a sting. You know what? Roll your shoulders back. Let it roll right off and you'll be better off for it. And so will they. Okay. Don't be desperate. Don't be desperate. We all have moments when we feel like we're desperate. Like, please, I just need one more person for the iPad. I just need 2 more people to get my hub. Come on, people. And we can feel that like urgency, and that's okay. That's good because we're going to work. Like, we're going to work under urgency. But desperation is something totally different, because when it's desperation, then what's going to happen is you're going to be talking too much. You're going to be begging. You're going to be offering incentives that basically blow your cover of how bad you want that sale. So you just want to be chill and just be like, you know what? If this person is ready, I want them. You can want them anyway, but tell yourself, if they're ready, I want them. I'm going to help them. And get your eyes off of yourself for a minute and say, I'm going to help you, because they're going to feel that care. They're going to feel it. It's such a different feeling if you're there to help them rather than, I really need one more. Because even if you try to hide it, it comes across. So before you message people, just take that deep breath and be like, okay, I'm in it. I'm in it. I'm going to help this person, but I am not going to offer them the moon so that they buy from me and then turn their subscription off and don't buy again. Okay? Because I've been there. It's not fun. Don't do that. You see their name forever and you're like, why? Why didn't I just give them a little bit more time? So work with urgency. Yes, not desperation. There's a big difference there. Okay. So this is the last thing that I have written down, but it's a super important one. Okay. You know the saying, work in the nooks and crannies of your day. Okay. I believe that is doable. Yes. I know a lot of people do it. I have a lot of people on my team that are like you, Ambria, that work full time. So they have to work in the nooks and crannies of their day. But I will say that nothing comes close to having an hour straight of focused work time. You can knock out a week's worth of work in an hour. At least I can. If it's focused and I know what I'm going after, I can knock out some serious work because I have scripts and I have my detailed genealogy in front of me to tell me who I need to be talking to. And then I sit on Messenger, and whoever comes on Messenger, those are my cold contacts, or on Instagram, whoever's put up a new story. And so I don't have to overthink. As soon as my hour starts, I work during my daughter's nap time, I'm in it and I'm working hard for that time. And nooks and crannies, yes, I have Messenger on my phone and I'm answering messages or I'm sending messages as I can. But that focused work time is when you're going to get a lot done and you're going to be able to move on with your day afterward or feel better the next morning. If you're doing it at night, you're going to be able to feel like, okay, I worked my business today. And that's a good feeling, because if you're not working your business, you're going to feel frazzled. And again, it's not fun to work under that type of feeling. Sometimes it might happen. Sometimes you're going to have busy seasons, but I just want to encourage you to try, if you're not, to try to chisel out an hour of straight work time. It will change things for you, I promise. Okay, that's what I have written down. Cassie, anything else?
No, that was amazing. Thank you so much. Lucy freaked out. She's like, why are you talking? Thank you. That was all awesome. I actually wrote down a couple things that I hadn't thought of, and I was like, ooh, Kari's so smart. I'll be like her when I grow up. No, thank you so much. That was so awesome and so helpful. And I love it. I always say that when you get stuck, you were just talking about nothing, like you can get a lot done in an hour. And if you're going for a goal, working in the nooks and crannies can work, but it often leads to that desperation that you were talking about that we don't want, because you never feel like you're fully accomplishing something. And when you have that focus time, you feel like, okay, I did what I could do today. And now I can walk away from it and go to sleep and feel good. Whereas sometimes when you're getting only those 15-minute snippets here and there, which we all have built our businesses on at some point. But sometimes, especially when you're focused on a goal, it's easy to in that get discouraged, get frustrated, and then get in that desperate mode of desperation. I always say God did not give us plexus to make us desperate. He gave us plexus to bring us peace. And so if you're feeling any sort of desperate, it means you need to take 20 and go pray. That's what I say.
I love it. Yep.
Thank you so much. I seriously am so thankful that you popped on here. I'm going to actually do some screen sharing and show them the virtual office. You can feel free to hop off. I know it's an hour later there, but I want to show them how to do their genealogy, because that is something that I realized, I do that every month, and I've never showed my team, I don't think.
Oh, cool. Awesome. Oh, my word. Yes, game changer. Well, thanks for having me.
Yeah, thank you.
Pumped up to talk about it. It's like giving myself a pep talk too. So,
that's
all
awesome.
right, girls, good luck with gold this month. I cannot wait to hear that you achieved it. That's amazing. All right. See ya.
Thanks, Kari. All right, everybody. You guys can unmute yourselves if you want to. Was that valuable for you guys?
It's amazing.
Is it
Sorry,
fun?
I thought it was at 7, so I just got home as we were.
Oh, you're fine. You're totally fine. I just moved it earlier because she's East Coast time, and I wanted to be respectful of her time.
Sure.
I'm trying to find it on Instagram.
I am going to stop the recording. If anyone wants to see how to do a virtual office thing, you can message me if you're watching this.